All right, welcome to the fourth and final review of the evening. Up this time is Shape Palette. Shape Palette is a 2D logic puzzle game. Manipulate shapes in order to venture through the levels that are sure to test out your skills. And along those lines, this is specifically a puzzle game about, well, the basics are about the color wheel. Now I'm seeing that this game has added a colorblind mode to the proceedings. Apparently, this game launched without it, from what I've seen. But I didn't actually try out colorblind mode because I am not colorblind. So I don't know how that actually works out. But yeah, so I guess for a lack of a better term, base logic of the puzzle is you've got to fill the spaces with the colored balls. But, this will very quickly escalate by combining balls to the according to the color wheel. Like, you can combine the balls to the left and to the right, or you can also predicate it on your if you know what primary and secondary colors are. Granted, it doesn't quite work out real life with the secondary colors because the secondary colors don't evolve into the tertiary colors, or the tertiary colors. Get how that's pronounced, but you can merge red and blue into purple, violet, that kind of deal. And you got the color wheel there in order to make sure that they you remember how the game mechanics work, and you can roll them in, and you get a certain amount of balls for a level, and you've got to combine them in the right order. And it's going to take you some.
You can go secondary to primary.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can go secondary to primary. Like I said, it doesn't work that way in real life, but this is a game, so it can get away with that. And this is how the game's going to play out for about the first 2 chapters, if I'm remembering correctly. Because chapter 3, that'll add the first twist or additional mechanic to the game, and that is shapes.
Where you can only combine things of the same shape or something?
Yeah.
The orange and purple makes red.
Yeah. Not the same shape. In fact, you don't want the same shape. It works actually kind of like the color wheel. Is it, or was it the same shape? I don't know. You got to flow the shapes into the proper order as well, and you'll see them on the tacked onto the color wheel. But you've also got to take into account the color of the shapes as well.
Mm-hmm. So it's either red hexagon plus yellow hexagon equals orange hexagon, but red hexagon plus yellow triangle equals nothing.
Something like that.
Or something where the shape changes.
Yeah. And there's another mechanic. I gotta admit, I only got to the second world because honestly, I found the game to be functional. It's fine. It does what it sets out to do, but this was kind of a dull affair. Because I'll grant that this can get challenging in terms of its logic.
Yeah, being able to combine the secondary colors into primary colors is different.
Yeah, like, you see here, you will have to make sure you get it in the right order and all that stuff. But it's more like at the end of the day,
I'm sure there's some mathematical way based on the number of initial things you have to figure it out, but I don't know what that would be.
Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of trial and error. One of the things you can do is you can skip puzzles. Like, you can actually play through the entire gamut of puzzles here, should you choose to do so. Like, Petty just skipped 1/8. For example. It's just, they're not going to get less complicated as you go through the game. And I suppose the biggest drawback about this is very much a one and done type of puzzle game. As in, every puzzle here is handmade, preordained, however you want to phrase it. Like, it does, like, there's no shuffling, there's no randomization, there's nothing to, freshen up a puzzle once you've completed it. The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you just wait and forget. And I'd say that's the biggest actual problem with the game. It's definitely got a lack of staying power. Because, if you know what you're doing, you can play this game in like a couple hours. I suppose the key here is if you know what you're doing. I think that precludes us. Especially Petty.
I'm just starting to get tired.
Yeah. Like I said, well, it's late and, this game requires the brain meat.
Yeah, my brain meat's not working too good. Hey,
Clearly,
I got it.
Yeah. Congratulations, you did it. Yeah. But yeah, and yeah, its aesthetics here are very much minimalism. Don't think it's trying to make a statement on anything. It's just the aesthetical value this game chose. And, yeah. There's honestly not much more to say about this game. It clocks in at $5, $4.99, and that's a fair price. It's just...
How many stages is it? Do you know?
I think it's 6 worlds. About, I want to say 8 or so stages per world. It's a fair amount. It's just, these puzzles can go by quickly. Yeah. There we go. It's 8 stages per world.
Okay, so 48.
48.
That's not too bad.
Basically, this comes down to being so okay it's average. As a puzzle game, I found, like, I suppose its particular gimmick is, is a bit unique, but outside of that, it's a very typical kind of logic puzzle game. I mean, even like the whole minimalism thing is, we've definitely covered games like this, and I've played games like this on PC and mobile for that matter. So, yeah, it exists. It's fine. Not sure how much more I can convey that. So, yeah, that'll about do it for this installment of Fragments of Silicon. The week ahead. So, this week we will be having Rafael Lantra of Mito Games on the program. They are a Brazilian developer, and they've made quite a few games. We've actually covered one on the reviews. If you remember War Dogs: Red's Return from a few months back, the brawler game with the animal people that we covered. In fact, that very review attracted Raphael to the show, so to speak, as in, he found the show via the review we put out. Like I said, that's happened a few times. So, and their current project is the 4 Elements. They have a Kickstarter planned for it, or might be up. But yeah, so we'll be talking about that. And I look forward to it. No Friday show this week. And yeah, we had to cancel last Friday's show due to the fact that I was still dealing with the plumbing issues here, and that overlapped.
Mm-hmm.
So that got delayed. And we do have a new installment of Fragments of Silicon, which also might be on the Fragments channel this week. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So until Wednesday, I shall wish you all good gaming.